Now we have implemented all the commands as transaction in the previous sessions, and finally we'll be moving to the final test bench generation part, which will implement the transactor class, the driver class, and the environment class. So in this example, I'm skipping the checker and monitor part as our DUT is a dummy DUT with real RTL code. So transactor is a class which will generate n number of transactions and send to the driver. So here our transactions are the actual commands, and this is implementation of the command generator of the transactor class. So the class name is cmd underscore generator, and it got two data members. One is a mailbox named mbox, and next is an event called finish. So mailbox is a special kind of class in Systemverilog, and if you don't know what is event in Verilog, you can assume the second data member named finish is just a bit here. And in the new function we are passing the mailbox named mbox as argument, and we are setting this dot mailbox as mailbox. And next here is a task called run, and in this run task we will generate a number of transactions and send it to the mailbox. So these are the declaration of the objects of the transaction that we have implemented in the previous session. You can see cpu underscore nope is the name of the class or the name of the transaction which we have described in the previous session. So likewise all these transactions are listed and declared, their objects are declared here. And in a repeat loop I am generating the transactions one by one by creating them with the new function and putting it into the mailbox. So before putting it into the mailbox, I'm just printing a debuggable message saying noob.print, which will call the print function in the very base class. And we will see this print message when you run the simulation in the simulation log. When you put a transaction into a mailbox, it will actually append into a queue that is already implemented in the mailbox. So as I already said, mailbox is a Systemverilog specific or predefined class in Systemverilog. When you call the put function in an object with the mailbox class, it will append the particular transaction or the particular Systemverilog item into a queue. And when you call the mailbox dot or the object dot get for the mailbox, it will pop from the same queue. So you can see that all these commands, that is art, sub, mwait, all are created, and we are printing a debug message and we are putting it into the mailbox here. So this is called in a repeat loop. And finally you are seeing one more set of generation, the same command store underscore reg, which was already created here and sent. I'm again creating or rewriting the object by calling the new function again. And here you can see that after creating the object, I am directly setting the values of this field. So store register dot destination is set to FFFF, and store register dot RGR is set to hexadecimal 22, and we are explicitly calling the store register dot process cmd function with an argument 0. Here these lines are added because I wanted to put explicit values for the fields of the store register command instead of random values. Thus when you call store register process underscore cmd function, which is an object of the class called memStorage, which is extended from the base class memcmd base, which is again extended from the very base class cmd base. So this function will be called, and it is called with an argument 0. So in that case only the set header function and the finalize command function will be called. It will not call the field random value. So when you set the explicit values of the field and when you call finalize command, the finalize command of the appropriate derived class, that is the finalize command of the memStorage will be called, which will set this cmd of 0 as header and cmd of 1 as RGR and so on. So this is a use of defining a second function called process underscore cmd instead of directly listing all this code here in the new function. When you don't want to randomize the fields of the derived class, and you just need to call this same process underscore cmd function with an argument 0. Otherwise you have to set all the set of code in the actual generated class. Next is implementation of the driver class. So the class name is cmd underscore driver, and there's a mailbox which we are passing as an argument in the new function. And in the run task, there is an instance of the very base class called txn, and in a forever loop we are waiting for a transaction to come in the mailbox. If you set this mailbox as same as the mailbox in the generated class, Whenever generator will send a transaction or put a transaction in its mailbox, you will get the transaction here in the txn object. So here we are printing the txn object, and after this you have to drive this transaction into the DUT. So here you have to write the functional code of the driver which will drive the transaction into the actual DUT through an interface. In order to drive the transaction to the DUT, there should be a pointer to the interface in this command driver class. So every driver will have a virtual interface which will be pointing to the instance of an interface of the actual DUT. I'm skipping those part. Here I'm just printing the transaction that we are getting in the driver with this print message. Next is the environmental class. So the class environment is a wrapper for all the test bench components. So in the env class, the generator and the driver are instantiated with the name gen and drv, and one more mailbox is instantiated here to connect them together. And in the new function you can see that this mailbox is created first, and we are calling the new of the generator and the driver with the same argument which is the mailbox which we already created here. Thus through this mailbox gen to drv, the generator object and the driver object are get connected. Thus whenever the generator will send a transaction to the mailbox, the driver will get in the same mailbox. And in the run task of the myenv, the generated run task and the driver run task are forked together, and we are coming out of this thread immediately after this by the join and statement and waiting for the event in the generator to get triggered. So if you see here, this event named finished is triggered when we are completing with the generation of all transactions. So when the functionality of the generator is ended, this event will be triggered, and the environment will wait for this event to get triggered, and then it will call the $finish, which will stop the simulation. In the actual implementation, you have to wait for the driver also to get complete before ending simulation. Now we have completed the definition of all classes, and we are going to the test bench module. In the final testbench.sv file, all the files are included in order to use all the class implementation, and this is your final TB module. The module name is my_test_bench. First you have to instantiate your DUT with appropriate interface signals, which I have skipped here. This is a dummy design, this design instantiation is a dummy instantiation with no interface. And next line is a declaration of an object of the class called my_env, and in the initial begin block, first this object is created like env is equal to new, and I'm calling this env.run task, which will eventually call the generator and driver run task respectively. So if you see, the final test bench module is a very simple module with only a few lines of code. And also you have to set the pointer to an interface in the env.drv class when you actually instantiate your actual DUT. Now we will run the simulation and see the simulation results. As there is no actual DUT present here, you will not be seeing any waveforms, but you will just see the relevant part in the simulation log file. So the simulation is ended, and this is a simulation log file. So you can see that these log messages are same as that we had given in the generated class. So this is generated class. In the generator class, we are calling the print function of every transaction with a message generator cmd. So this is printing generated cmd. Command is cpa nope. This message is coming from the print message in the very base class, transaction base class. You can go through them if you want, and you can see that the commands are generated in the same order which we had listed in the generated class. So first a nope, next is a add, next is sub, next is memwait, and so on. So nope, add, memwait, load, sub, etc. It's generated, and you might have noticed a small mistake here. So we are creating in the order like nope, add, sub, and memwait, but here you are seeing like nope, add, and memwait. So the sub is missing, and You can see that it's a bug in the creation. So if you closely watch, sub is an object of cpu underscore add class. So ideally should be an object of the cpu underscore subtraction class, but as there is an intentionally made typo, the sub is an object of the cpu underscore add, and that is the reason you are getting the add command twice in the actual generation. You can also see the commands from the driver part. So command received in the driver, the same sequence is received in the driver and it is printed here. Now we have completed the description of the example here. I will add the snapshot of the source code at the end of the session.